Hello, my name is Rosalyn Johnson. I am a master at the Temple of the Jedi Order, but my proudest thing is that with the help of Allie, uh, that we founded Jedi Can in 2014. Um, what is Jedi Can? Jedi Can stands for Jedi Community Action Network, and it is designed to assist individuals in our community who are Jedi in looking for ways to complete community service. We have become rather famous for our meditations called Kyber beacons, which if you were here yesterday, you've got to experience it uh, for yourself. Can someone let Peter in? You got to experience it for yourself. But our big goal was to create teams related to resource gathering, related to going out for natural disasters. Um, um, the Kyber Beacons was supposed to be a team, and I believe there was one other, but it's escaping me. But we have big ambitions for Jedi Can. Um, and we're hoping that you'll join us in looking at our quarterly focuses for 2024. It does say monthly. I didn't edit that, but quarterly focuses for 2024. And we hope you will join us in actually helping us to do those focuses in your own communities. And so, one of the things we've done in creating quarterly focuses is to allow you to choose several different options uh, for your focus during the quarter, as opposed to having one in January, one in February, one in March, etc. Okay, go forward. Hello. Um,
You may need to go at the bottom and use that.
okay,
Oh, there you go.
so our big push this year again is going to be to plant 100 trees. Now that's not 100 trees in a month. That's not 100 trees in a year. I mean, that's not 100 trees in a month or a week. That is 100 trees in a year. That means 100 people. And I know the Jedi community has more than 100 people. So I know we can do this. I think that a big way to do it, a cool way to do it would be to do it in your local communities. But if you can't, there are several different places where we can donate to. For example, in the Amazon rainforest, to have them plant trees uh, to keep up with the deforestation. Why do we want to plant 100 trees? Um, we care about the environment and what deforestation and things like that are doing to the environment. So we want to plant 100 trees in order to uh, um, offset some of that. And also, it's a feasible goal to do that. One person plants one tree, not one person plants 100. So, in the spring, usually is when we try to plant those trees so that they can take root. So, think about in your hemisphere when the spring is and try to look for opportunities to plant those trees. Also, we'll be really putting this forward in the Jedi Insider every quarter or bi-monthly. However often it is publicized in order to keep you in remembrance that that is our main goal for the year: plant 100 trees. So if you can help us with that, just that alone, um, that would be wonderful. But in addition to that, we have our quarterly focuses. One of them is, again, environmental awareness. So there's a couple of different ways in which we can navigate that, and that is to increase your decrease your carbon footprint, right? Clean up your neighborhood or clean up a beach or other place of nature. Again, it's really about focusing on environmental awareness and finding a way to be engaged in the places that we pass by. If we have a beach, we go there uh, a lot, um, and it's usually kind of neglected in the summer because, I mean, not neglected in the summer, neglected in the winter because not a lot of people are going there. So the winter is a good time if the weather permits. Now, don't go in the snow and try to clean up the beach. Um, but if the weather permits, if you can clean up your a beach or a place of nature, and then try to decrease your carbon footprint. There's a lot of different ways which we can decrease our carbon footprint. None is better than another. Um, we just want to be mindful of that. And also, one of the cool things about having a focus for a quarter is that it becomes a focus for life. So, as we work on decreasing our carbon footprint, we learn what we can do without or what we can do differently. As we clean up our neighborhood, we notice going forward all the trash and refuse that is available, that is present in places of nature, and we're more likely to pick it up, clean it up, and that sort of thing. Okay, spring quarter will be about preparedness. So I I think it is very important for a Jedi to be CPR and first aid trained, and that's a relatively inexpensive thing to be CPR and first aid trained. And sometimes our jobs, especially if we work with other individuals, will pay for it. Now, if you find that you want to be first aid trained or CPR trained and you can't uh, manage that, let us know so that we can put out a call for funds to make sure that uh, we get those things paid for you. Um, Let me see. Um, in addition, we want to look at emergency preparedness. How prepared are we in an emergency? As the world becomes more and more prone to emergencies, we have a responsibility to be prepared. Um, and so, what does our emergency plan look like? Where is the shelters? Where is our go bag? You know, what do we need to pack in it? Those types of things. That'll be the focus of our spring quarter. And then summer quarter will be mental health. Mental health is a very important part of the Jedi community, as is physical health, but certainly mental health. We'll focus on being aware of the suicide awareness, taking a course in mental health first aid or psychiatric, not psychiatric, but mental health first aid, and we may do a walk for wellness. Um, we have a lot of different options, including charity miles that will allow us to give money to mental health organizations um, as we walk during the summer. So that'll be summer. And then fall won't be about cultivating relationships. We'll remember the dead and connect with the living. That's a period of time where we do a lot of engaging with family members and friends, but also it'd be a good opportunity to engage with those individuals who are typically forgotten. That includes individuals in nursing or care homes, as well as individuals who are homeless without a home, or individuals in group homes or foster homes. Um, um, so those are the quarterly focuses. And then, does anyone have any questions for us, for me?
So, you were talking about
Hello?
sorry, can you hear me? Is this thing where, okay, it looks like it's working. You were talking about how we can
Yep.
help
Yeah.
support other organizations that are already planting trees. And
Right.
um have there been any that you have found specifically that you think would be year round beneficial or
Um, oh my gosh. What is that one? It's the forest app, but the tree place is called, I'm so sorry. um, give me like 1 second and I'll find it for you. Because I know that was an issue when we were talking about planting the trees. Um, I remember you had found like a necklace place that does tree planting and a couple of other things. What is it called? Um, I should know this. I feel so bad.
no, you're fine. I just wondered if there was a specific place that you had in mind. I know we tried doing the rice
No, yeah, sorry.
and that kind of flopped.
Yeah, yeah. What we will do is as we go forward with our missions, our various quarterly missions, and especially as we work on the New Year's resolution, we'll be looking for resources to find places where we can plant trees. Um, there's a lot, but I unfortunately uh, that didn't cross my mind that we might be looking to do it right now. Um,
We can inspire other people to help us find those resources too.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, so it
Help
looks
us
like
find resources to plant trees. Um, yeah, so yeah, my presentation was kind of short, but I want to get your thoughts um, on what we plan to do for the year.
looks like Peter has his hand raised.
Oh, Peter. Hi,
Yeah, I was gonna.
Peter.
Hi,
Welcome.
uh, hi everybody. I'm Peter, and I uh, have not planted a tree this year. Um, uh, I,
That's
I,
okay. Next year.
right, this year, it will happen this year. We got lots of time this year.
We got plenty of time.
But if I understood that Scottish land thing where you get your knighthood or yeah knighthood through this being or lordship become when you buy a plot of land in
That's
Scotland.
cool. Yeah.
They it's a plot of land just barely big enough to plant a tree on, and that's something you can do as part of that program if I understood that right.
That's cool.
So
All right.
yeah, so you could plant a tree and become a lord, Scottish lord at the same time. I believe that is a thing. So yeah.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. I want to be Lady Ross. Ross. Hi. Good morning.
Hi, Ross.
Um,
Good morning,
um
Jedi.
So
yes. Sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. I was going to ask you what were you
Um
before we went to
excuse me?
said I was going to ask you what you were saying right before we went to Peter.
I don't remember.
That's called Jedi ADHD. It's okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so we've
I
got
am gonna find that app now.
So we've got the trees, and then we've got environmental awareness.
Yes.
So this was kind of, decrease your footprint, clean up your neighborhood, clean a beach or other place in nature. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask people, uh, what are some things that you have in mind that you could do to help do that, since this is like the first quarter and we're gonna be in full swing for that right now. So what are some plans that maybe you guys can look into and help us out with, and even maybe write something for the Jedi Insider so that people can get on board with whatever your idea is.
Well, that's a good idea too. So my friend that helps me with my website has a program he calls Trash for Tips, where he basically just has
Oh.
a Venmo thing or something on his placard as he goes walking around picking up trash down the streets, so that people can donate to his program. Um, and like my wife and I, um, as we go to like camping or something like that, we have our kids make sure we fill a trash bag or attempt to fill a trash bag of trash that's at the campsite or any area, that we go to. Um, if we go fishing or something like that, like we have the kids look for trash to pick up to help clean the environment up more than what it was when we got there. Last
Mm-hmm.
year we went to a place where we could watch the eclipse more um, easily or better, or whatever word I'm looking for there. But yeah, we the spot we stopped to watch it had a lot of trash in it, so we were able to fill actually a couple bags, I think. So yeah, that's something we do.
What I was going to, I put it in the chat the link I was thinking of. The cool thing about Forest um, is you get that app, you focus, and you put a timer on, like a Pomodoro timer or something like that, and then after a while, you have enough, I guess, coins or something that demonstrate focus in order to plant a tree. So you don't even have to get your hands dirty in order to plant a tree. You can plant a tree by focusing, which is a Jedi, uh, the that's really cool Jedi thing. Um, so there's that. That's one of the ones, especially for people who have a hard time getting out and about, that we can use to um, plant a tree. The other one is look for Earth Day or Arbor Day events in your neighborhood because that's going to be where they are going to plant trees. Then also, there's a place called Volunteer Match, and that's Volunteer Match. Let me just put it in the chat. Volunteer Match. And that it gives you many, many different opportunities to engage with your community. Some of them will be nature focused. For example, I've gone and I've cleaned up. I've gone to neighborhood cleanups. I've gone to canyon cleanups. I've gone to reserve cleanups and things like that. Uh, Yay! Thank you, Karen. Thank you for that. See, research. Do research. Um, yeah. So that's a big thing, and I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I really believe it. Um, yeah. Any other thoughts about the presentation? Oh, um, Adelina.
uh Adelinda, but you're okay.
Oh,
Uh
sorry, Adelinda.
okay.
Sorry, I can't.
Yes, you're good. One thing I just popped in my head was I was thinking like for us what we could do, so Daibendu could meet up with Karen and them, and we could do a thing where we plant a tree. I know in March, someone from Colorado was planning to come down, and so we could set a time up where all of us get together and then we can, I don't know, do something like either plant a tree, go around cleaning up the community, and then write an article for the Jedi Insider or something where
Ah,
we, as a community came together, even though we were just doing stuff together with Jedi, we use that time to also fulfill these goals too, but
yeah.
not just
Well,
alone, but together. So it's more because you can do it yourself too, but if like when they come down here and we set this time up, like when Josh came out here, we set a time up to meet with him. And
mhm.
so that's just kind of something that popped in my head that we at Dibendi could probably do with potentially Karen and them here, and then anybody who was coming out from Colorado.
That's amazing. Well done. Well done. That
Just for
sounds
the
great.
record, if you thought you were talking to Karen Ticknor, that's Karen Grace, the one that's close
I
to me.
I know. Who cares? Oh,
No, I meant Tabitha.
okay.
Other
Okay.
I just wanted to clarify that Karen Grace is the one in the room right now, not
Oh,
Tick.
no, you're good. I understand. I didn't even know who was in the room. Now I get what you're saying. No,
Okay.
I didn't even know there was a Karen here. How do I
I
unraise my hand?
can.
I don't know how.
That's
Oh, there it
okay.
is.
I know now.
There.
Anyone else have any thoughts on the presentation? Yeah, thank Ali for the graphics. Those are not me. My graphics are stick figures. Okay, Ali. Where was Ali? A billion tree program in Canada. Okay, okay, Dobby. That means that you get to plant like a billion trees, right? No, I'm just kidding.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm taking
That's
down
cool. I think America also has.
I'm taking down the links just so you
Yeah.
know. Um
Cool. Cool. Thank you so
I think
much.
another thing would be
Yeah.
really good if we could inspire people to reduce their carbon footprint. Because like a lot of this, we're talking about the trees and cleanups. Carbon footprint
Yeah.
is a huge
Yeah.
thing too. And we can make small little, like we don't have to go to the
Yeah.
level of reducing our plastic I've seen people that are like, yeah, we're gonna reduce our plastic, and they they go really hard into it, and it's just like, wow,
Yeah.
it's inspiring. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, how did you even
Yeah.
manage? I watched you do it, and I still can't. But things that are
Yeah.
more manageable that we can do, we can come up with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
For example, taking public transportation as opposed to taking the car for 1 month, or really intentionally recycling, which is something that I'm gonna do. Um, I have a hard time recycling. I don't know why, but yeah, focusing on those little things, like Ellie was saying, for how we can reduce our carbon footprint. Um, Adelinda?
and yes, Karen, that totally counts. That's awesome. Yeah, go ahead, Tabitha.
There it is. Sorry, my stuff keeps disappearing on my screen, and so it takes me forever to feel like I can get it to work. Um,
That totally
so as far
counts.
as the carbon footprint, so one thing that I was going to mention, like for me, I work across the street, and so half the time I do my best to tell myself to just walk to work and walk home. Now, I'm not the best at that, and I
Yeah.
could definitely be doing that
Hmm.
a lot more. So that's definitely something people could think about. It's like, okay, well, my pharmacy is just across the street as well. It takes me 5 minutes to walk there. Do I need to really get into my car and go
Yeah.
down the street to do that? Or can I, it's a nice day, let's just take a 15-minute walk, go get my medicine at the pharmacy and walk back. Why? Because it actually is a lot better for you and the environment in the long run. One, you're getting your vitamin D or whatever from the sun, and you're walking, which is good for your body, and doing, and you're being conscious of what you're doing, what your waking behaviors are, and what they're doing, and being impactful on the world. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what a Jedi should do. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
Gabby actually brings up
All
a
right.
really, really good point over here about how there's down trees after hurricanes. So, when we think of trees and their importance to the environment, we might think of mostly how it cleans the air or how it's home to several animals. But something else to think about is how it actually maintains like coastlines and um
Yeah.
and other things like the root system is so vitally important to maintaining integrity of of the um of the ground that's beneath it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
there's so many
Exactly.
reasons that trees are important and vital to our lives and the earth in general.
Yeah. Indeed. Indeed. Um. Any other thoughts?
Yep, there you go, Peter. Avalanche and mudslide protection in Utah.
I hear, I see a lot of competition in the chat. Um, hybrid cars starting Christmas tree saplings. Um, Someone turned down their heater. Um, uh, Avalanche protection. Adelinda,
Hi.
I still see your
So
hand up. I don't know if you meant to have it up.
Yeah. Um, so with another thing I wanted to mention is like with Pete's comment of what we do earlier, I also when I'm on my walks and stuff, or even just in my day-to-day life, if I see something and I can fix it in 60 seconds, I do it. So like say I'm on
Right,
my walk and I see yesterday, or what was it, the day before, there was this long rope that had started to disintegrate and it was just sitting there on the side of the road, and I was just maybe uh, like there's CVS next to me and there's their trash can, right? So I'm thinking, oh, somebody should
right.
pick that up, and then I kept walking. I was like, wait a second, I'm that somebody. So I
I
turned
can see
around,
that.
went and picked
I
it
haven't.
up, went over to the trash, threw it away, and then continued with my walk. And but again, that
Nice.
is, I keep bringing this up because like my class later on today is about becoming conscious of your unconscious, and that is an unconscious thing. Like we just walk. But had I not stopped and thought, oh, hey, there's a piece of trash there, somebody should pick that up, and then actually stopped
Right,
myself and been like, I'm that somebody, and become consciously
right,
aware of what I was doing rather than just being on autopilot. And then I made
right,
that choice to, okay, well, I'm not somebody. This takes me maybe 60 seconds to do this. Yes, it's going to put me a little bit behind, but is that extra
right.
minute out of my time really going to bother me long term? No. If I can't do it within like
Hmm.
60 seconds, sometimes you have to move on. But if you can, you should try to, or not try, you should do your best.
Right. Yeah, I hear you. Um, yeah, very good. Thank you so much for that. That's really helpful because we think about these big projects we're gonna do, clean up the beach, or we're gonna, really go and, spend time with loved ones. Like it's an event. But I think that for Jedi Can, for me specifically, what I want to do is not necessarily make events, but I want to create lifestyles where we're more conscious and aware. And these are just good opportunities to be more focused on things. But really, it should be about daily awareness. Yeah. So, um,
Really well said.
yeah. Thank you. Um, I'm I'm wondering if anyone else has any more comments before I wrap it up. I really had a very short presentation. Hi, Karina. Hi. Good morning. We were talking about the
Hi.
quarterly plans for Jedi Can this year. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
perfect. Thank you.
just
I'm just jumping in where I
to
can.
recap for any yeah. To recap for anyone who wasn't here, our focus our yearly focus is still on planting 100 trees. Ali has graciously captured all of the links for different options to plant trees. We're also going to do a quarterly focus on environmental awareness. We're going to do a focus on uh, preparedness, emergency preparedness. We're going to do a focus on remind myself. Um, I know that one of them is on spending time with loved ones, cultivating relationships, and mental
Yeah,
health.
there,
So those are our
you got it before I said.
focuses for the year. And they're gonna be quarterly focuses, and we have a lot of different opportunities for ways to do that. But by quarterly, what I mean is every 3 months we're gonna change our focus, as opposed to every month changing it, is which was very ambitious for last year. Um, if you all are interested in Jedi Can and what Jedi Can is looking to do, just know that we have a pretty good presence in the Jedi Insider. We will more frequently have a presence in the Jedi Insider. So just please engage with those opportunities. That would be amazing. I really have a big vision, and I'm sure Allie does as well. Have a really big vision for Jedi Can, what Jedi can do, because the community is so large, and we have so many gifts and talents. And I believe that if we come together to focus on our world, we can make a real big impact. Um, that is going to be all for me. Thank you so much. May the force be with you.